Welcome to the Yeti challenge. Hello everyone from a very chilly England. It's early January and I'm going to start my Yeti in a couple of hours time, and it's already -2 degrees outside, and as you may be able to tell, it's early afternoon, like I say, so it's not even started to really get cold yet. So I'm looking forward to tonight's legs that will probably be about -4 or 5 degrees, maybe even down to -6. Just for anyone who doesn't know, a Yeti, it's a bit like the 4x4x48, but it's a condensed version, so it's 5 miles over 4 hours for 24 hours. It's a great challenge, good for your mental resilience, good for your physical endurance, good for people that want to take on things like ultra marathons, you know, later on in the year. I'm going to weigh myself, check my BMI, any stats and data I can really get at the start and then at the end, and just have a look and see how much it's physically depleted me taking on this event. Now, the 6 legs, I'm going to run 4 of them certainly. 2 of them, the nighttime ones, I'm going to tab them, I'm going to ruck them instead with 35 pounds. For me, it's just an extra challenge to take the weight on, and to, especially as I'm feeling tired because I should be asleep. So just the extra challenge of that. But also because it's going to be bloody freezing, I'm hoping it's going to kind of keep me a little bit warm, and doing something different keeps you motivated, and that's always a handy thing. So anyway, I'll pick up again in a couple of hours time when I'll be starting the first of my 6 legs of 5 miles. Right. Okay, just about to shove off on leg number 1 of this challenge. You never ever win an endurance event or complete an endurance event in the first earliest stages, so take it nice and easy. You can always speed up later on if you're feeling good, but yeah, if you go too hard too soon, it always ends in disaster. So yeah, I'm going to show off, get this first one started. It's 1 mile in, like I say, taking it nice and easy, no hurries at start. 29 miles to go in total over these next 24 hours, so keep it steady at start, keep it to the plan. It's beautiful out, but it's about -3, and we haven't even got into the night now. It's only about 10 past 4. Anyway, it's going to get colder. Run number 1 is done. Taking off my glasses because they're so steamed up, as is the screen. 4 things to do now. Number 1, hydrate. Number 2, eat. 3, set your kit out for the next one. And number 4, rest. Right, see you in a few hours. Okay, so it's now 8 PM, about to get out on my second run. As you can see, I've already got stuff set up for tonight. Stuff to eat and drink after each run. Some kit just here as well for my midnight and my 4 AM starts as well, because I'm going to tab those ones, as I said, £35 for those 2. Going to be fun, hopefully, this 8 o'clock one, because I've actually got some people joining me. We're going to go and use the local athletics track, so it's going to be a floodlit run, get 5 miles done on track, back home, get some food. Just better get out there. Oh, by the way, it's -4 now. Winner. Right. Right, guys.
I don't know why you look happy, do you?
I love the cold.
You always look happy when not running in noise.
Someone gets in the light. Right then, that's the track portion done. Gonna head home now. I'm almost at 5 miles. I'll certainly be there before I get home, and that will be number 2 done. Get in, protein shake, get some food down me, get to sleep, be up again, 11:45, kit's already laid out, and off to my next one, which again will be a ruck rather than the run. Right, let's get something back in me. So ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 AM, just about to get on my next leg number 4, and we've got a new record. It's now apparently -7 degrees outside, so this is going to be a really fun one. Anyway, managed to get a couple of hours sleep, which has definitely recharged the batteries a bit, and we'll see how we go when we get out again. Right, back and brave that cold one more time. Hello everyone, it is just gone midnight. I'm on to my 3rd leg now, and as you can see, hopefully, Bergen's on, and I'm getting going on this latest 5 miler. Didn't really get any sleep, to be honest, in between the last leg and getting up for this one, but still feel pretty good, obviously, still feel pretty fresh. Let's get these 5 miles done as quick as I can. £35 in the Bergen. Should hopefully keep me nice and warm. It's allegedly -6, but to be honest, once it gets to a certain temperature, it just feels bloody freezing, and that's basically it. But yeah, let's get these gloves back on now and stop filming, because actually even in this like 20-30 seconds I've been doing this for, I'm really starting to freeze actually already. So yeah, it definitely is -6. Anyway, let's get going down this lane. Let's crack out these miles, shall we? Leg 3, get after it. Well, that's number 3 done, so we're halfway around now. I'm not going to take the Bergen for the next one, I don't think. I want to move a little bit quicker. That was an hour and 14 minutes, so it'd be nice just to get it done in under the hour. So I'll probably just get out in, combat boots, keep the top on to keep myself nice and warm. But we're getting downhill now, aren't we? Second half, energy still feels pretty decent actually, and to be fair, after the next one, after number 4 is done, it's going to be light again, so that always gives you a bit of a refresh. But yeah, legs feeling okay, energy feeling okay. Let's keep trucking on, shall we? Right, that's number 4 seen off. A little bit stiff from that one. To be honest, I'm still wearing combats, still wearing boots, which just makes running more difficult, full stop. But yeah, another one done. Pleased with that. The next 2 are going to be in the sunshine, in the daylight, so that just makes it so much easier. And also these sorts of endurance challenges before you go through the night, you know that you get like a second wind, get a boost when you're back out again in the sun. So looking forward to that. Time to go and get some drinks, some food, a little stretch, and then some shut eye. Well, as much as I can. I've got a 5-year-old who'll probably up in about 40 minutes time. But hey ho, such is life. Good morning everyone. I've woken up to freezing fog, stiff legs, and about -6 degrees. But I'm out. I'm getting the 5th leg done. Another 5 miles to get seen off, and there's only 1 more to go after that. My watch, start of last run and start of this one, told me no uncertain terms to not do another run and to get some rest. In fact, I think it said I need to rest for nearly 3 full days, but that's not part of the challenge, is it? So we're getting it seen off. They're stiff at the start, but legs are easing as I'm going, to be fair. I've got very little sleep, which is the only problem, but hopefully when I get back I can get a little bit then, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, about 3.5 miles this one to go, and then the final 5 miler, and then the Yeti is done. But what great conditions for doing a Yeti in. Frozen and white, perfect. That's 5 down, 1 to go, 25 miles in the bank. Whew. Looking forward to getting some food in me now. Waking up a bit more, have a shower and getting up for that final run. So we are then, on to my final run. It's a lot warmer now, it's -3 instead. Legs feel surprisingly okay. I didn't really get any rest in, particularly any sleep, should I say, in between the 5th and this 6th run, but I did eat a lot, drank a lot, and then stretched quite nicely as well. Seems to have done the trick. So I can feel the 5th one's going to be alright. I'm going to get it. Sorry, the 6th one's going to be alright. I'll get it done, and I'll get a few miles into this, and on the way back tell you my conclusion about a Yeti challenge versus the 4x4x48. Right then, I've got 1.5 miles to go, and I thought I'd sort of put some conclusions together now, because I know I'm going to make it. You know, I've got 3 hours and 15 minutes to get back. I could crawl and do that. So today, or last 24 hours, has been about improving my endurance. I feel like I've done that, and about proving to myself that I've still got a level of resilience and mental strength, and I've done that as well. But some people will be watching thinking, is it worth doing this consolidated version of the 4x4x48 challenge? My answer would probably be, if you've got the time to do it, do the 2-day version. But if you've not, this is a great challenge to get your teeth into. It's still hard, you still get through a night. Even in the summer, you know, you're going to have definitely 2 hard wake-ups to get in, to negotiate and get 5 miles in. And one thing I will say is, don't sleep on that extra mile. It doesn't seem like a lot going from 4 to 5 miles, but for whatever reason, certainly for myself, maybe for a lot of other people, I found the recovery in between doing 4 miles easier than this 5 miles. I found sleep a little bit more difficult, but I've also just found getting enough food in and stretching, etc., a little bit more difficult. I've had to eat more, definitely. I've had to stretch more, definitely. So there is that added to it. If I was doing the 5 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours, so extending that, I think this would be a very hard challenge. Don't get me wrong, this is a tough challenge as it is with 1 day, but over 2 days it'd be a mammoth task. So yeah, boxes for me ticked. I'm happy for what I've done, happy with what I feel like I've achieved, what I've proved for myself, and it is a Yeti challenge. Is a great challenge to take on if you're going to be running ultra marathons. And yeah, 4x4x48, bit tougher, 2 nights to go through, probably slightly more worthwhile for the majority of ultra marathon runners, but especially if you're getting into an ultra marathon or getting yourself fit, the Yeti challenge is a great one to tick off. Whew. Right, I'll have a look in a minute when I get in at what my stats are doing in terms of weight and anything that I've dropped in terms of water, muscle mass, etc., fat, burn. We'll have a little look at that when I get in, but this challenge definitely worthwhile giving it a go. That's me done. Final run 47:03 for 5 miles, which is about as quick. In fact, it might be slightly quicker than my first run. Like I said, I felt strong in this final one. Had a really good stretch, loads of food in between numbers 5 and 6, and I seem to recover well. So here we go, that's that done. Let's go and have a look at those health stats. Right, so I'm all fed and rested up afterwards. So the health stats, and looking at, you know, being weighed and then percentage of body that's water and all those sorts of different stats that those scales come out with, at the end basically said I was about where I started with, slightly lower on most metrics, but basically exactly the same. So what that says probably is two different things. Number one is that I hydrated and fueled well enough during the whole process, which is good, to end up basically at the same sort of starting position. But probably the other thing is that the hardest part of it really was just really the sleep deprivation, because I didn't actually do that much sort of damage, so to speak, to my body, or that much effort had gone through, that I was really reduced the amount of muscle or the amount of water in my body. So again, take it as it is. The Yeti is a great event for getting you prepped for ultramarathons, put your muscles and your endurance through its paces without clearly depleting you as much as you think, barring sleep deprivation, because that is one thing that actually is very, very difficult to deal with, or it can be for a lot of people psychologically, and it certainly tests that out. You know, getting up when you don't want to and running, and then in the morning when you feel very, very tired and you've had hardly any sleep, and getting out and doing cracking out with a couple of runs, it's not an easy thing to do. So it's good psychological training. Okay, that's me done. Looking forward to drinking my nice cup of tea and having a bit of a rest, and hopefully get some of that sleep back.